about other people's lives, kind of. I mean, it's your perspective, story. You have to keep that in mind.
Oh,
you have to worry about like protecting
this book,
their.
Yeah, of course.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all. I didn't. I thought he was like, I didn't like him because, you know, Sean and I were very different that way. It's hard. It requires so much trust.
It broke my heart to see that she had been hurt.
I know it was pretty devastating to her to have her marriage end.
And kind of thinking about it from the beginning and thinking about it now and thinking about the future. But I feel confident now. I'm in a good place.
Evidence shows Jennifer Lopez crying over Diddy's abuse. Remember that movie Jennifer Lopez acted in 2002, Enough? In that movie, she get cheated on.
I can smell her.
What?
Her perfume. Stop it!
Well, that movie eventually reflects her reality while she was with Diddy. So, what really happened to the Nollywood super couple? How did Diddy transform from being a sweet, loving, and understanding partner to being a narcissist and controlling asshole in a short while, and he's now even being accused of being a pedophile? From Hollywood's buzz to the celebrity breeze, with Diddy and J-Lo's secrets to tease, I'm your host bringing the tea, here on Got Some Tea. Just take a look at this iconic duo. I mean, these two used to be a thing.
We love each other. We do. We have a lot of love and respect and admiration for each other. And that is so nice.
But what changed? I guess sometimes love isn't always enough. Just like any other celebrity couple, J-Lo and Diddy crossed paths while working on her debut album, Ab3se. She was a fresh-faced newbie and he was the big shot music producer everyone wanted a piece of. They were an adorable couple, but from the outside, cause nobody actually knew how Lopez was being treated in this relationship. So, what went wrong in their relationship? One major fall they had that healed with a scar was that night when J-Lo had to sleep in a cell. In the final stretch of December 1999, Lopez and Combs landed in legal hot water after a night out in the Big Apple took a dark turn. Their evening at a New York City club spiraled into chaos, resulting in a dance floor shooting that left 3 individuals seriously injured. As detailed by New York Magazine, the incident started simply when Puffy accidentally spilled a drink from someone's hand at a club. Quickly, the situation escalated from a verbal argument to a physical confrontation, culminating in a startling shootout. It most likely wasn't one of J-Lo's favorite nights. I see why her mom didn't think Diddy was good for her. I mean, no mother would want their kids to keep friends that could make them land in jail, right? And even worse, a boyfriend that'll do the same.
I was telling you that I could always see you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
Combs and Lopez found themselves in trouble after they hurriedly left the club with a gun hidden in their Lincoln Navigator. Although the charges against Lopez were eventually dropped, the sequence of events remains somewhat unclear. According to a juicy New York Daily News headline, Lopez's night in hell supposedly involved a whopping 14 hours in jail. Yet some sources swear she made a swift exit after just 1 hour. Who's lying? I guess we might never know. But one thing is true, she spent some time in jail. Whether it was 1 or 14 hours, she was there. The whole arrest drama fueled a tidal wave of breakup rumors that just wouldn't quit until they finally called it quits in 2001. From the dance floor to headlines, who would have thought? Now, many people think this was what caused the breakup, but I beg to differ. No one ends a relationship because of only one offense. Yes, it's one straw that breaks the camel's back, but before that straw landed, there were many others. They obviously had a lot of unresolved baggage. Despite the legal mess causing a headache, Lopez insists that wasn't the real deal breaker for them. There were many other reasons, in fact, a long list of them. First off, Diddy was unfaithful. To put it more simply, he was cheating on her. Back in 2003, she spilled the beans to Vibe, revealing that her fling with Diddy was the first time I was with someone who wasn't faithful. So yeah, trust issues played a major role in the unraveling of their Hollywood romance. I was in this relationship with Puff where I was totally crying, crazy, going nuts. It really took my whole life in a tailspin. I never caught him cheating, but I just knew. He'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never come back that night. So he was cheating all right, and at first, she decided to suck it up. I mean, every guy cheats, right? And he loves me. That's what's most important, right? Sounds familiar? It's the first line of defense girls have when they find out their partner is cheating, until their eyes eventually open up and they accept reality. Anyway, Diddy's ex-bodyguard also revealed in an interview that Diddy once cheated with Superhead while J-Lo was present in his mansion.
Jennifer had just gave him this hell of a day. I mean, like.
Although all of this happened 2 decades ago, it's still fresh in our memories because Diddy doesn't seem to have changed much. I guess time really doesn't change anything. While they were together, she had many sleepless nights because she was busy trying to hunt him down, going from hotel to hotel, room after room, looking for him. J-Lo's whirlwind romance with Diddy forced her to take a hard look at her future, steering her toward husband number 2, Chris Judd. Reflecting on the experience, she pondered, do I want to be at home with kids in 10 years wondering where somebody is at 3 in the morning? Your guess is as good as mine. Next on Diddy's list of offenses is the fact that he wasn't supportive. He seemed to care about anyone else but himself. He was proud and narcissistic.
He did say one thing to me that was pretty funny. Yeah. I remember I had recorded this. It was for my first album. I was recording music. I was recording a song, and I played it for him later after I did it. And I was like, "What do you think?" And he was like, I hate it." Wow. He's like, "It's not good. It's not a hit." And I was like, "Well, I love it." Standing up for my music and for myself. I was like, "I love it." He goes, "Good. You could listen to it in your living room. You're the only one."
Wow.
While she might have said this on a lighter note, we can't ignore the fact that Diddy was never really supportive of J-Lo's career, both acting and singing, because why would anyone say that to an amateur? Remember that time when she had a kissing scene and Diddy was with her? We didn't hear the last of it. It was super annoying.
How they say it, we go through what every other couple goes through. Same things as every boyfriend and girlfriend go through.
You happy?
Loving each other very much.
I mean, she's a flippin' actress. Of course she'll have kissing scenes. It's only decent for you to understand. It's just like getting upset at a swimmer for getting wet while they were in the water. She even clearly said the kiss meant nothing to her. We've never seen Diddy care for J-Lo's career, and he only made it clear here that he doesn't think her singing career is going anywhere, and the same goes for her career. Who wouldn't break up with a guy like that? But even with his shitty attitude, she stayed because she genuinely cared for him.
Is this the one you were talking about who just cheated on you and treated you horribly and you just stuck it through?
No, not that one. That was another one.
I think the next shot fired against their relationship was distance. I mean, we've heard about celebrities who literally breathe down each other's necks, jilting each other. How much more when they have distance between them? Think about it. Clearly.
We do have a long-distance relationship. Where are you going right now? A lot of my business is out here in Los Angeles, and his is in New York.
Clearly, distance was a huge problem. In addition to Diddy's sly ways, she couldn't trust him. She could hardly see him eye to eye. He wasn't supportive, so there was really no future for them together. All right, we've had a deep dive into J-Lo's point of view. Let's see through Diddy's lens a little bit.
It's all over, whenever that is. Whatever happens, it'll be a very happy day once it's not something we have to think about.
Diddy never actually owned up to his bullshit. He never once apologized or admitted he was wrong, always pulling the pity card, even now with all the Cassie drama going on.
What was the list? Please, please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. So I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
I guess there isn't much to see through Diddy's lens, honestly. It'll only make matters worse for him. I just wish J-Lo could have seen the signs and saved herself, although she always says she has no regrets. There were many signs. First off, her mom wasn't even in support.
Yes. Or in my mind.
Look at
Or in my mind, getting together permanently with
first of all, right, Pitbull.
If your mama ain't like your man, girl, you gotta run. Plus, she admitted that she didn't like him initially.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all. I didn't. I thought he was fine.
So why? The saddest part is that J-Lo had to go through all of this alone. She never called Diddy out. she had never come out to tell us how shitty and messed up their relationship was. We've made all these deductions by analyzing and watching from the sidelines. She only gave a few hints here and there, but never categorically said anything. For example, shortly after their breakup, she shot the movie titled Enough, where she played the role of a woman being abused by her cheating, narcissistic husband. This wasn't the only instance where she dropped hints that there was more beneath the surface of her breakup with Diddy. In her 2014 memoir, True Love, without explicitly naming names, she penned, "I've never gotten a black eye or a busted lip, but I've felt abused in one way or another, mentally, emotionally, verbally. I know what it feels like for your soul to be diminished by the way your loved one is treating you." When their breakup finally happened in February 2001, J-Lo said it took a while for Diddy to accept it because they had many splits before that time. He tried to send her gifts and made many romantic moves to win her heart, but she burned her bridges and moved on. Will J-Lo and Diddy ever get back together?
I was telling you that I could always see you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
Did you hear that laughter? It's not going to happen ever. What do you think about J-Lo and Diddy's relationship? Do you think the allegations made against him are true? Shortly after things went south with Diddy, J-Lo was said to have been in a relationship with Chris Judd. Why did she rebound so quickly? Well, I guess that's another question for another video. But Diddy is in more trouble, as Jaguar Wright and 50 Cent have decided to share secrets about his secret cult. Click on the video to find out more details. And did you subscribe?